The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Another run here with Dobbins. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. To throw is Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds Hopkins complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On play action, it's Carr. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there.
2nd and short, that's a rundown. So it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Raiders had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Chandler. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It was Marcus Golden that time who came roaring in to get him.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far. But 2nd and 13 here. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Now Carr. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal of 32 yards.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas, right?
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's got room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. For the defense, the problem wasn't so much that they let him catch that drag route. It's that they had nobody around him after the catch.
As you well know, when they make the catch, you have to make the tackle on the spot. Those yards after catch are the yards that kill a defense because it keeps drives alive.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, now Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. They run straight ahead here with White. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they'll get it back with a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worse with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On play action, it's Murray. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nate Holmes. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said when walking off the field, "I want to play mistake-free football." That just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
93.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
29.
Carr now to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Here's White. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Carr. He'll dump this one off here to White. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Carlson able to put this one through, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there, and he's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Well, you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now, with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Murray now. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both of these coaching staffs feverishly making their final plans for the second half. One of these 2 teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. Room here to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for their fullback. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Pass throw to Adams. He's got him on the crossing route. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because You don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly are running up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw. Unfortunately, they wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
When you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. That's complete. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. To throw is Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Shotgun now for Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. They've got his man complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
They'll run with Dobbins. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd and goal, Murray. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, defensively, they haven't really just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Prater's kick is good, and the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. Boy, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position, and even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Carr
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Carr. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away and trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here, because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Murray now on first down. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. We're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chandler Jones so quick. He was the one that got in to stop that one before it got started. Sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion. And I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cards are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Carr to throw.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Carr. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.